Hey everyone! Happy Monday! You didn't know you were coming to a concert. I'm gonna give everybody like 30 seconds to pop on. This is recording. So if you have a friend or family member who said they were gonna pop on and they accidentally missed it or something came up, oh, my dog just drooled on me. That's amazing. Um, we'll be able to send this recording. Oh, hold on. There they go. So, no, my dogs. They think I'm talking to actual people in my house. Hold on. Okay. He's fine. He's fine. He's not barking. It's the other one. Okay. All right. We are going to get started. We've got crazy dogs, angry husband who's mad at the crazy dogs, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Mandy Mitchell, and I have been drinking and telling people about ketones for almost 4 years now, which is super hard to believe. But time sure flies when you're having fun. And our goal tonight is to really give you the secrets, the how to get the best possible results, what our top suggestions are as far as what products to take, what to start with, and maybe even give you a little hint on how you can save some money. So, again, my name is Mandy. I've been drinking and sharing ketones for almost 4 years now. I'm going to very briefly tell you my story, and I'm going to honor your time by doing that as quickly as possible. I started drinking ketones, quite honestly, because I was looking for fat loss. That was my number one goal. Raise your hand, although only 5 of you care enough about me and my feelings to turn your camera on right now. So we're just going to talk to 5 people, I guess. Raise your hand if fat loss was one of the number one reasons why you decided to start drinking ketones. Okay. 100% of the faces I can see are telling me yes. So that's probably a pretty good indication of what you, if you're watching this with us or if you're watching the recording, are interested in ketones for. So fat loss, 100% why I came to the table. But I really kind of learned through drinking ketones that fat loss was not my favorite benefit. So, did ketones help me go from a 12-14 to a 4-6 pretty quickly? Yep, they sure did. And I'll be forever ever grateful for that. I know that anytime I need to improve my body composition, I've got this really incredible tool that can help me do it. But I'll tell you what I wasn't looking for, that I didn't know I was going to get, that actually makes me the happiest, and why I will continue to drink ketones every single day, regardless of whether or not I'm at my goal weight, right? Sometimes people say, well, I want fat loss, so I assume I can stop drinking these when I hit my goal. We'll talk about that. But I actually don't drink them for fat loss anymore. So I'm going to share with you, again, 12-14 to 4-6 pretty quickly when I first got started, but I'm going to share with you why I drink them every single day. So before ketones, I was the kind of person who walked into a room and didn't remember why I was there. I was the kind of mom who yelled at her kids because I couldn't find my car keys, but my car keys were on my finger. I was the kind of person who went, I'm looking for my phone. I can't find my phone. Where is my phone? Oh, my phone is against my face, right? I was the kind of person who wouldn't remember what was on my grocery list, or where I parked the car, or where I put my purse, or quite frankly, even the sentence that came out of my mouth 30 seconds ago. I would not remember what I said. I lived in a complete state of brain fog all of the time, and I just thought it was normal. I was like, well, I'm almost 40. I'm kind of a space cadet. I just joked about it. I was like, maybe I'm just super dumb. I don't know. And I just played it off like this is the way I was supposed to live for the rest of my life. But I got to tell you what, it was pretty frustrating. It made me feel stressed out and overwhelmed more often than not. So when ketones turned my brain on, when ketones cleared that fog, when I knew why I walked in a room, when I knew where my car keys were, where I could always remember where I parked, where not only did I remember the sentence I said earlier, but I remembered all the things everybody else said earlier, and then I could hold them to it, right? Those things made my life 1,000% better. So while appetite control, energy, carbon sugar cravings gone, great sleep, incredible moods, clearer skin. All those things are things that I've experienced from drinking ketones. My very favorite benefit is actually the focus. And even though I've experienced fat loss, energy, appetite control, better moods, better sleep, clearer skin, okay, the number one reason why I'm going to continue to drink these every single day is actually because of my focus. And I'm most excited about sharing that with other people because I also happened to have worked in my previous career with lots of people who apparently had the same space cadet syndrome that I had, right? So I know I'm not the only one. And I would absolutely 100% just love to see more people have their brains turned on and working, because I promise you, when it does, everything else is better. So I'm actually going to give you some really great tips tonight about product use and the best products to get started with. And I'm going to do that with my really good friend, Jessica. So I'm going to have her, before we get started, just tell you a little bit about her experience with ketones, so you kind of have an idea of like what you might be able to expect too. So Jess, tell us all the things.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Jessica. I am from a really small town in Alabama and have been drinking and telling people about ketones right around the same amount of time that Mandy has. She has about 3 weeks on me because when she found this, she secretly started drinking them and did not share it with her very best friend until 3 weeks later. So, super rude. If you guys start drinking this, tell your friends right away or they will never let you live it down. So once Mandy finally shared this with me, just like her and probably so many of you, I was definitely interested for the fat loss. I have struggled with my weight for my entire adult life. I'm talking as soon as I graduated high school, it was like my body said, all right, let's do this. Let's get really fat. So I had gotten up to 200 pounds, had a lot of medical issues because of that, and was constantly looking for that magic fix, the thing that was going to do it for me. So pills, wraps, diet plans, prescription medications, anything I could get at Walmart or GNC, like all the things. I was just constantly trying all the different fad diets, all the things. And while some things would work and help me lose a little bit of weight, I never truly found anything that could be really sustainable for me, right? Something that I could get long-term benefits from and really be able to stick with. So I didn't really know a lot about the keto diet. Obviously, 3.5 years ago, it wasn't a huge thing like it is now. But I knew from my past experiences that was not necessarily going to be something that I was willing to stick with. So when Mandy shared with me that I could, drink the powder mixed up in water and get all these incredible benefits, I was like, give it to me right now. So ordered it, tried it. And for me personally, it took about 5 or 6 days before I could really tell anything. Okay, so if you do decide that you want to try this, or maybe you're someone who just ordered or just started your challenge kit or whatever, you just started drinking ketones, give it a little bit of time. A lot of people, like my husband, have a day one experience. Your brain lights up. You can definitely feel that something's going on. But for me, I didn't get that until about day 6. And here's what happened. I'm the kind of person, I shared with you guys about my weight struggles, but I'm definitely the kind of person who's always been addicted to food. I also have some like low blood sugar type issues. And if I didn't eat, I would feel sick. I felt like I had to eat every few hours, or I was just super grumpy and just felt awful. So I would wake up every day, eat right away. I would think about what's for lunch, what's for snack, where are we going to go for dinner, what's in the cabinet, what's in the refrigerator. My mind just was completely controlled and ruled by food. And so whenever I realized that this was going to work for me was, hey, Shugs, was on day 6, 5 or 6, I can't remember. And I looked at my phone and realized that it was after 12 noon. It was after 12 o'clock. I had not had a bite to eat. All I had was my ketones and water. And I was able to, go throughout the majority of the day without feeling bad. I felt great. So here it is 3.5 years later, and that has only gotten better. I still love food. My husband's a great cook, but I don't find myself thinking about it constantly. So that's been a huge change for me. A few other benefits I'll tell you super quick. I work out now consistently, which is crazy. I have the energy to do that. I have two small kids. They're not that small anymore, but an almost 4-year-old and an almost 10-year-old. And I'm able to keep up with them and be a much more patient mom. Okay. So who all on here is a mama? Raise your hand if you have your camera on. I know you guys can probably relate to this, but life is stressful in general, but when you throw in a couple of kids in the mix, like it can really throw you off your game. And so I would find myself just kind of flying off the handle for the smallest things in the world. And since I've been drinking ketones, I find that I'm just way more cool, calm, and collected throughout the day. Just the little things don't send me off the handle. I still have crazy mama moments. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is not a magic thing. Like, I'm still human, but I can tell you that my family is so thankful that I have this in my life in comparison to where I was 3.5 years ago. So it's been a game changer. I love it. If you are not already drinking them, what the heck are you doing? Get your life together. You got to start doing this with us.
I absolutely love that. And I resonate with that so much, Jess, because I used to be the same way. Long time ago, about 10 years ago, I did Weight Watchers, which I think is a great program for lots of people. Wasn't so great for me because I'm a food obsessor as well. And so then I just became ultra obsessed with food. Like, oh, how many points is this? How many points is this? How many points is this? And I would like lay in bed at night thinking about all the things I could make with all the different points. So like, it just literally made my obsession with food worse. It didn't make it better. Works for lots of people, didn't work for me. So I always resonate with that part of your story. So listen, here's the deal. If you are chiming in if you're tuning in because you're like, what the freak even are these ketones? Are they even for me? I'm going to answer that question really simply. It's a powder you mix with water. Oh, let me find a more colorful packet. That one's kind of boring. It's a powder, comes in a packet like this. You mix it with water, you shake it up, you drink it. It puts you in ketosis 100% of the time. For every single human being on the planet who drinks it, it does what it says it's going to do. It's the coolest thing ever. Works for everybody. 100% of the people. Gonna put you into ketosis. Okay? Are they for you? Yes, 100%. Doesn't matter if you're old or young. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Doesn't matter if you would consider yourself healthy or unhealthy. Doesn't matter if you work out or you don't. Doesn't matter if you're keto or you're not. Doesn't matter if you're looking for fat loss or not. Ketones are for you, right? You just pour it in water, drink it in 30 minutes or less, and in 60 minutes or less from the time you finish your serving, you're going to be in full-blown ketosis, and you'll experience energy, appetite control, focus, better moods, better sleep, clearer skin, all that good stuff, right? So, question answered. That's what they are. That's how they work. That's how easy and simple it is. There are a couple of things you can do to help make yourself, help get better results. Ketones are completely diet independent. So that's what I meant when I said it doesn't matter if you're keto or you're not. So you could easily help the product along if fat loss is your goal, for example, by listening to your body. You're going to crave less carbs and sugars, so eat less carbs and sugars. You're going to be thirsty, so drink more water. You won't be as hungry, so don't eat as much. You're going to have energy, so don't sit on the couch, right? It's not going to be so hard to walk from the farthest spot at Target. Okay, I always use Target as an example. I go there a lot. It's not going to be as hard, like Jess said. She can't even believe that she has the energy to work out every day. And now I'm like, girl, did you work out 62 times today? Like, I don't understand. She's so much energy. It's crazy to watch. And I know who she was before ketones. So you're going to get all those experiences. So listen to your body and respond to them. That is the simplest way for me to make sure that you get the best results possible. There's a couple of other things that Jess and I want to talk to you about as far as like, if you're thinking to yourself, where do I even start? Or did I start the right way? Jess and I both started just by trying it out, right? I got a 5-day trial pack. Jess ordered a full month's supply, right? But we both just started out just drinking the product, and we didn't really have a ton of choices back then. There were a couple of flavors and that's it, right? But now we have a whole bunch of incredible ways to get started. So you can still get started with a 5-pack or a 10-pack. You can talk to the person who invited you to this call, or ask the person who shared this recording with you and just say, hey, I want to try 5 or 10 packs. They'll put together whatever they have on hand. Y'all, it doesn't matter what flavors you get. They're all freaking amazing. Someone asked me today, how do these things taste? Because most things I try taste gross. If that is a question that you have, first of all, you are a grown-up. And if you are a grown-up, I know you've done a shot of Jägermeister sometime in your life. And if you can do that, you can drink anything. So that's number one. Don't make me be mom for a minute, but that is number one. If you can do that, you can do anything. Number two, every flavor is so freaking good that at least 5 times in its existence, it's completely sold out from the website and people get angry. Like, that's how good every single flavor is. We've never had a flavor that we've had to raffle off to people. Like, literally, we can't keep up with most of our flavors because people want them so badly. So they all taste great. And there's really cool ways to get started. So we already talked about grab a 5-pack, grab a 10-pack. We also have this really cool kit. It's called the Drink Ketones Challenge. I think this is an incredible way to get started, Jess, don't you? Yeah, she's shaking her head. Tell everybody why you suggest this particular kit for people to get started with.
Sure. I love the Drink Ketones Challenge kit for brand new people because you get a variety of flavors. You get 10 caffeine, which is great for the mornings, and then you get 10 caffeine free. So if you wanted to have one in the afternoon, you can drink 2 a day for 10 days. You could spread it out and do 1 a day for 20 days, whatever you want to do with it. It even comes with, a little card that tells you exactly how to do things. We really recommend, if fat loss is your goal, pairing this with intermittent fasting and trying to eat, a little bit low carb, but you definitely don't have to go strict keto. But after you've completed your full box, I promise you that you're going to have a great experience, and you're going to know which flavor you love, so you can decide, which full box that you want to order.
Yeah, I 100% love it for all those same reasons, Jess. And like she said, I don't know where my little card is. I thought it was sitting on my desk, but you also get an example of the plan. You probably can't see it real well on my screen right now, but you'll get an example of the plan on the outside of the box too. You'll also get access to an incredible support group on Facebook. If you use Facebook, with like tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands at this point now, of people who are doing or have done this same exact program. Some people who do it just religiously over and over and over again, doctors, specialists, coaches, nutritionists, all sorts of people who are there to just provide great information and resources and support for you. So you're going to get lots of support, and you'll get a digital guide online that gives you ways to track your progress, offers up meal ideas, exercise ideas, a way to track your water intake, like it'll teach you a little bit more about intermittent fasting, like Jess was talking about. So like, the value that comes in this little box, which by the way is a discounted box of ketones, so you're getting the same amount of ketones in a full box, you're getting a variety of flavors, and you're spending about $31 less. So I don't know what your mom taught you when she brought you up, but my mom taught me to always save money. So save money, and just the value that comes with it is incredible. I've never purchased anything in my entire life that gave me that much value for my money. So ask the person who invited you to this call or who shared this recording with you about this kit specifically, okay? And then Jess brought something up really important too. She said, if fat loss is your goal. So fat loss was my goal, and knowing how many people have fat loss as a goal when they start this conversation, when they look into ketones, I actually recommend that when you go to buy this, it's going to ask you a question. When you go to your friend's little link, when she shares the link with you or he shares the link with you, it's going to ask you a question at the end, and it's going to say, would you like to do the keto reboot? And you are going to say yes. And you're going to say yes for a couple of different reasons. Number one is because, again, my mama told me always to make sure you save money if you can. And when you combine this and this together, you actually get a bigger discount. So if you like saving money, right? How many of you have ever done that thing where someone says, oh, if you just spend $40 more, you'll get free shipping. And I'm like, but shipping's only like $15, but I'm going to just go ahead and buy $40 more worth of stuff to get free shipping, right? If you've done that, you'll understand, right? This is a bigger discount to get both of these together. But this is a really cool kit as well, completely different from this one. This one walks you through a 60-hour fast. And when I say fast, don't get scared, because a true fast would be completely fasting from all forms of nutrition except for water. And that is not what we do to you when you do the keto reboot, right? So you're actually going to get, I'm going to see if I can open this up and show you an example here. You're going to get, oh, I just made a giant mess. You're going to get 4 servings of ketones to get you through the 60 hours. You'll do 2 each of the full days that you do it. You're going to get these super yummy bone broths. What flavors will come in your kit? I don't know, but mine has coconut curry and caramel, salted caramel. There's also French onion and keto thyme. There's a bunch of different flavors. They're all really good. So you'll get to have a meal, right? Like just like drinking soup. Super good. We're going to give you electrolytes, which I know I just had. They're probably still falling in the back of my box here. You're going to get electrolytes for each day to help keep you super hydrated. That's really important. And you're going to get these beautiful little capsules, all right? Daytime ones that are going to help keep you full and satisfied and in a great mood, and regenerating all of your cells, like so fixing your DNA at the cellular level. And then these amazing beautiful purple pills you'll take at night, and these are going to help you sleep and continue to regenerate and repair your DNA at the cellular level. This entire kit is designed to reset your metabolism. So have you ever just wished, like, I wish I could just fix my metabolism, right? Or oh, I wish I could just speed it up, or I wish I could just break through this plateau, or I wish I could just drop 6 pounds in the next few days. Okay, that's what this kit is for, all right? And what's really cool, Jess and I were talking about this earlier, Jess loves that there's different options for the kit, right? So if I said that to you and you got a little scared, 60 hours, okay, Jess is going to tell you real quick what that could look like for you.
Yeah, so we've got options. Whenever this first came out a few years ago, I can remember thinking, you want me to what? Not eat for 60 hours? You've lost your ever-loving mind. So I'm here to tell you, if that's how you feel, I promise you, you're not alone. I guarantee you, anyone on this call who's done the reboot probably had that exact same thought. There's literally no way I can go 60 hours without food, but you totally can with these products. But I want to tell you this too. Sometimes I can't. I've done a lot of reboots, okay? I've done this reboot a lot. And sometimes I don't make it the full 60 hours. For whatever reason, I decide that I'm ready to cut it short. But let me tell you, you can still get great results by easing your way into the reboot. So if you want to start out with 20 hours, and you've never fasted for 20 hours before, you freaking won. You did it. You fasted for 20 hours. I guarantee you that you're going to feel better. You're going to be so proud of yourself, and you will have some results. Maybe you want to push it a little bit further and go for the 40. That's even better. Okay, so you're gonna have even better results. You're gonna feel even better, and you're just gonna be so stinking proud of yourself. And if you can go all the way to 60, that's great too. But you can do whatever you want to do. There's no hard, strict rules with this kit besides the fact drink the products and don't eat anything. But other than that, if you need to break it up and do a 20-hour fast once a week for 3 weeks and use your products in your kit, that's still great too. So it's all just kind of like a build-up thing. And I promise you guys, besides resetting your metabolism and all those incredible benefits, losing a few pounds, dropping the bloat, just overall feeling better, besides that, my favorite thing that I get from this keto reboot is just that feeling of knowing that I can literally do anything in the world that I set my mind to. Because when it's over, you just feel like superwoman. Like, I cannot believe I did that. I feel so great, and you feel like you can take on the world. And also, if you have an addiction to food, which is a very real thing, okay? It's just like being addicted to alcohol or drugs, guys. I mean, food addiction is real. This will help break that. And even though ketones have helped me so much, I do find myself, you know, in different periods of time in my life with different stresses or things that my kids have going on or holidays or vacations, kind of falling into bad habits again. This is a great way to just completely knock those out in 60 hours and have a fresh, clean start and get on the right track. So I love the Keto Reboot. I think it's great. And I just want to encourage all of you guys to at least give it a try. And if you don't make it to 60 hours, you still crushed it. It's still awesome.
I love it, Jess. I know I get so excited whenever, and Jess and I will typically cheer each other on too. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. And so it's really helpful when you have a buddy that's doing it with you, right? Because then you can be like, oh, I might give up. Oh no, but I'm still going. Well, I can't let Jess beat me, right? I got to keep going. So listen, here's the deal. First of all, I also forgot to tell you that you also get, this ketone infused protein. That's how you're going to break your fast. It's super delicious. And again, online support, a digital guide, like all these incredible tools that are going to help you be really successful. So again, the value that is added to this is way more than just what's inside the box. But here's the deal. What else is really cool about this? So you heard me just say that when Jess and I do something like this, okay, we pretty much live our life like this. This 10-day challenge is basically like what Jess and I do every single day, and what a lot of people who drink ketones end up doing every single day. When we do this, we help hold each other accountable, right? My husband and I will frequently do the reboot together as well, and we can help hold each other accountable. Having an accountability partner is another one of the ways that you can really experience a ton of success when you're doing anything for your health, right? If you want to go to the gym or start taking some classes or do yoga, or if you're working on something for your mental health and you want to start reading more self-improvement books, any of those things, you are more likely to be more successful if you ask someone to do it with you, right? You have a buddy, you have an accountability partner. Anything in life is easier if you're doing it with somebody else. If you're doing it alone, not so easy. So we want you to ask somebody to come and do this with you. And here's what's really cool. The minute you get with the person who invited you to this call or shared this recording with you and you say, hey, I want to do the 10-day challenge, or hey, I want to do the keto reboot. This is available as a standalone product for like 2 more days, I think. Maybe 3, but probably 2. 3. Oh, Jess said 3. So maybe for 3 more days, you can get this as a standalone product, right? You can always get it attached to this, but you can only buy this by itself for a couple of days. So if you say to your friend, okay, I want to do this, or okay, I want to do this, or okay, I want to do these 2 things together. As soon as you place your order, you are going to get a refer code. You'll be able to make it whatever you want, or you can leave it as is, and you can share that with other people. And when you share it with other people, you earn product credit towards your next shipment. So what's super awesome is if you can think of 2 friends who might want to do this with you, this is just an example. I knew 3 friends right away who were going to want to do this with me. Jessica, who you heard from, my friend Ashley, who's at the beach right now, my friend Kelly, who may be on. She has a sweet little baby, so I don't know if she's on right now, and I can't scroll through the screen at the moment. But I told those 3 friends, right? They all placed an order. So if you have 2 friends who might want to do this with you, next month, you can get these 2 things for free. I just want to say that one more time. If you can think of 2 friends who might want to do this with you this month, you order these 2 things, they order these 2 things, your 2 things are free next month. So it's really as simple as that. We want you to share it because we want you to be incredibly successful and with your journey, right? And because we can't do this alone. Jess and I are really social people, but we can't tell the whole wide world. And the whole wide world needs to know. So we're going to reward you for talking with other people about it and sharing this experience with them by giving you your stuff for free. So if at any point, Jess said the free ones taste better too. They really do. Really do. So if at any point you've thought to yourself, and just for the record, I thought this to myself too, man, I really want to do this, but it's just, I don't usually spend money on myself like this. Man, I really want to do this, but I feel kind of guilty spending money on myself like this. Or man, I really want to do this, but $99 is just not happening this week. Okay? This is the perfect opportunity to take that out of the equation and be able to do for you what you want to do, right? Because if you tell 2 other people your next shipment is going to be free. And most people, if you're on here and you have been getting free ketones, please type that in the chat. Most people will only ever pay for their first order if they really don't want to pay for ketones. If you really don't want to spend the money, you will only ever pay for your very first order. I only ever paid for my very first order. So for 3.5 years, my bill is $11.20. That's how much it costs to ship to me. That's it, $11.20. So Leslie paid once in 2017. Jessica only paid once. I see some other people on here who have only paid once. Christy Jordan's only paid once. I know she's on here. So lots of different, Chantel has only paid once. Kevin or Steven has said the last couple of months, he got 3 whole boxes for free. So y'all, you can do that too. So get with the person who invited you to this call or shared this recording with you. Tell them which way you want to get started. Have them help you set up your referrer code. Let's find some friends to do this with you. And let's make sure that next month you don't pay for yours. We don't like it when people have to pay for their ketones, and we don't want you to pay for yours either. So I feel like I got everything out I was excited to share. Jess, how about you? You think we did a good job? She gave me the thumbs up. If you had any questions that we didn't answer, get with your buddy who shared this with you, and they can connect you with one of us, and we'll get the question answered if we didn't answer it. So thank you guys so much for popping on. We're so excited for you, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye, y'all.